Hi, I'm Ari, I'm the Oak Witch, and today we're going to be talking about music. So music has been something that has always been a part of my life. It's always something that has moved me and made me feel loads of emotions as a really powerful thing, and it's been with us throughout the ages, you know, like music has always been here. And using music in witchcraft isn't something that's always talked about, so I wanted to give some tips on how you can incorporate music in your witchcraft. Just real quick, because this video is going to be a short one, I want to say thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. It is absolutely mind-boggling that we've gone this far with only like 5 or 6 months in. I really appreciate everyone who supported my channel and supported me, and yeah, just thank you so much. So here are the different ways you can use music in your craft. So my first tip is raising energy playlists. Now, raising energy is something that's really important and it's crucial in spell work and ritual, and what really helps me build up that energy within is music combined with dance. I have playlists on Spotify where I've essentially just compiled some songs, mostly pop punk, that makes me feel, you know, joyous, excited. It makes me feel like happy and really like want to dance, you know, that type of music which makes you bop your head instinctively, that kind of music. What I'll do is I'll play these playlists before working, and obviously on my altar I'll have my working laid out, like ready to do, and beforehand I'll stick on some headphones or I'll like play it on like a speaker and I'll just jam. I'll let the music flow through me, I'll dance and I'll sing, and I don't necessarily dance well and that's okay. And if you can't sing very well, that is okay, because it doesn't matter. The whole point is not necessarily being good, but it's letting that energy flow into you and build up in you, and just intuitively let your body move and let your voice sing. And this in itself is a really nice self-love working. If you've been feeling really stiff lately, if your energy feels quite like tight and like or uptight, then engage in some just intuitive dance and intuitive singing to some tunes that you really love and that make you like feel good about yourself, and just let your body go. This in itself I think is a really great self-love working. So once this energy is built up, and bear in mind this will feel different to just being out of breath. Like, don't exhaust yourself, because then obviously you'll burn out. So once this energy is built up, get right into the working. And that's why it's so important to have your things laid out before you, or at least it helps me. So my next tip is devotional playing, and this is essentially what it says on the tin. It is playing music in a way which is an act of devotion to not even necessarily a deity, but like a spirit, an ancestor, or to yourself. This could consist of playing a song which reminds you of a specific deity, or a song which your past loved one used to really like, or if you're doing the music for yourself, then obviously it could be a song which makes you feel good about yourself. And I think what would distinguish this to just randomly playing music is your intention to it. You need to treat this as a sacred act. So if, for example, if you're playing a song for a deity, sit in your altar, you know, you could bow to acknowledge that this is a sacred act of devotion, or whatever. People veil as well. There's different things you can do in that regard, and really just pour your heart and soul into playing this music. Really get into the lyrics, get into the sounds, and visualize your deity, visualize your ancestor, whoever, and pour that act of love and reverence to them. Of course, definitely helps if you can play your own music. You know, if you learn a song and do that for a deity or for an ancestor or whoever, I think that is a little, you know, just a nice little extra touch that would go the extra mile. But of course, not everyone can play an instrument. You could also just sing the song, you know, even if you're not good. I think the actual intention behind it and the act of it itself is obviously gonna be what matters most. I don't think deities care if you have a really bad singing voice. Or maybe they do, but... And my third tip is to write some spells into songs, which sounds kind of complicated, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. If you're more musically inclined or talented and you write your own songs, then this will probably become second nature to you. I'm probably already doing this. But this is just essentially writing some songs for your spells, for your rituals, for your maybe prayer. Just to, I guess, break it down, it could be something as simple as maybe starting off writing it as poetry and then singing the lines that you come up with in just a melody which comes intuitively to you. Don't try to think about it too hard, just start singing the lines. It can even be a melody which already exists, it doesn't matter really. This can also look like, for example, singing incantations during spells or singing chants during rituals, which I think is something that a lot of people do anyway. There's so many little ways which you can use music, melody in your craft, and I think it is that little extra bit of magic which I think helps you connect to that divine, helps you connect to what you're seeking. One way in which I guess you could use this for spells, that if you come up with a song, instead of, you know, breaking your flow during spell to like get out your guitar and start singing, you could record yourself prior, or just record background music prior, so when you're in spell and you're in your ritual, you just need to press play on a speaker or something on your phone and sing along obviously with that, instead of actually having to, like, you know, bust out the piano or your guitar. So there's ways in which you can incorporate, I guess, technology that will help you in your spell and use music. And yeah, those are my few tips. I'm curious to see if any of you guys use music in your craft that I haven't spoken about already, and if you have, put it down below, I want to know. Just to let you guys know that book club has started. In my Discord server we're reading Weave the Liminal by Laura Tepper Zakroff, and we're also doing weekly research tasks still doing that every week. So if that is something which interests you, then join the Discord server down below. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye!